Hi, I'm Ken with HitchSource.com. Today we're going to be reviewing the Patriot II portable braking system from Blue Ox. The Patriot II braking system, or the BRK 2016, was released in late 2016. It replaces the Patriot I, or the BRK 2012, which was released in 2012. It's a major upgrade to the brake. The first thing that you'll notice is that the case itself is designed to be sleeker and a little bit more compact. It's easier to put away when you're not using it. Some of the things that are not obvious about this, one, it's made in the USA. It's something that's always nice. And then under the hood, some of the biggest improvements are the actuation system inside here. You've got a faster actuator with upgraded electronics that allow the brake to be actuated in less than half the time of the Patriot I. So that's a huge safety upgrade for this. It means that when you step on your brakes in the coach, it's going to be applying the brakes on the Toad that much faster. It also has a completely new design on the RF sending unit for the in-coach monitor. This gives you better range and more reliability as far as the signal going to the brake. It also has a completely new power system built into it. Rather than a conventional battery that wears out over time, they've designed a bank of supercapacitors inside this unit. It's designed to last the lifetime of the unit. It's also got a Bluetooth upgrade path. So as they release new firmware for this, you can use your computer to upgrade the firmware in the brake using Bluetooth. Everything you see on the table here is what comes in the box with the Patriot II, starting with the braking unit itself with the 12-volt power plug. It also comes with the in-coach monitor with its own 12-volt power plug. And then it comes with a rubber dash mount. This mounts on the dashboard of the coach, and it has two different angles to give you the best viewing angle. And that'll hold it in place as you're driving. If you do want to mount it to the dashboard, it also comes with a Velcro kit. A couple of other accessories, the standard fangs that hold onto the pedal of the brake are designed to fit most vehicles, but it also comes with a set of extra large fangs that are adjustable, so you can fit pretty much any braking pedal that you can find. It also comes with some adjustable mounting feet. The floor pan on the driver's side of the vehicle can sometimes be not completely level. These allow you to screw them in or screw them out to get a fully level braking system. It also comes with a breakaway switch. The breakaway switch mounts to the front of the towed vehicle. It comes with the wiring to run the signal back to the brake unit itself. And then it also has the cable that goes between the towed vehicle and the coach. And if you were to have a breakaway situation, this is what actually actuates the breakaway switch. It comes with a full instruction manual. This walks you through installation and operation of the unit. The Patriot II is a completely portable braking system. Installation and operation are the same as the previous models. A couple of tips for installing. When you install, you want to pull your driver's seat back as far as it'll go. You place this unit in the driver's side footwell. The first thing you do is you attach the brake pedal to the fang mechanism. To do this, you simply squeeze these two tabs. The unit clicks into place to lock it open. And you just go ahead and slide that over the pedal. When you're ready to release it, you push this button here. You want to be careful not to pinch your fingers. So I typically will still squeeze it as I release the mechanism. Once it's in place and firmly against the pedal, there's a locking tab here that you need to turn a quarter turn, and that locks it in place so that it can't open up anymore. Once it's in place, you want to make sure that it's level in the footwell. You do want to adjust the seat pads. So this, by unscrewing this little screw here, you can move this up and down to match the seat on your vehicle. Once it's level, you go ahead and slide the seat forward. The seat will come up and just barely touch the pads in the back of this unit. This generates the braking force by applying a force to the seat, so you want to have it right there so that the unit doesn't move. But you also don't want to put any pressure on it to actually push on the brake when it's not in actuation mode. There are a couple other options that come with this. There's the BRK 2503 seat stiffener, and what that is a unit if you have a really soft seat or if you don't have a good mounting surface, it provides a little bit more space to apply that force. There's also the BRK 2502, which is a rod extension. So if you have too much space between the pedal and the seat, you can just put the rod extension on there and it'll make up the difference. Now that you've got the unit installed in the car, the next step is to connect the breakaway switch. The breakaway switch should be mounted to the vehicle, not to the base plate or the tow bar. This is to ensure that if you have a failure of any of those parts, that it's still connected to the vehicle. This breakaway switch is connected to the towed vehicle using this cable. If it does break away, the cable is what actuates the switch. It simply pulls the switch out, and that turns on the brake. The next step is to take the wiring and wire from the switch itself to the unit. There's two different ways to do this. You can either do it permanently, or you can do it temporarily. Doing it permanently, you typically will route it through the firewall. You want to find a hole to route the wire through in the firewall. Make sure you put a rubber gasket around it to make sure that it doesn't get cut over time. And then you also want to put a little bead of silicone on there to make sure that you don't have a leak. The other way to do it is to go ahead and run the cable up through the hood, and you can have it exit the top of the hood, go in through the door gasket, so you can just close it into the door, and that's the temporary installation. It's really easy to do, and it doesn't take much time. Another tip is you want to make sure that when you install this, it doesn't go near any hot components in the engine compartment. You want to make sure that it's in a safe spot. Okay, so then when it comes to turning the unit on, you go ahead and turn on the on switch. If you have a live brake system, which is like a hybrid, or some cars are live brake systems, but if you have a dead brake system, you can just go ahead and push the setup button, and it'll go through 5 cycles to calibrate the unit to your vehicle. If you do have a hybrid or a live brake system, you're going to want to go ahead and turn on the in-coach monitor first, and then select the hybrid power mode, and that'll reduce the amount of force that the brake is going to apply during braking. And then once that mode has been selected, you go ahead and press the setup button. The Patriot II also has an optional second vehicle breakaway system kit. So if you have 2 vehicles you want to tow, you can install that on the other vehicle as well. And that's the Patriot II portable braking system from Blue Ox. If you have any questions about this, feel free to visit us at HitchSource.com or give us a call.